Hey, I'm Amy Teagarden, and I play Ella Benjamin on Notorious, and you're watching Young Entertainment Magazine.
I think there are many things that the audience will be able to take away from Megan Bird, my character on Notorious. But one thing that I hope they walk away with is an ability to identify with her. One thing I really respect about my character is that she's really honest and she's very loyal. She really passionately believes in her calling or her cause in her work and in her mentor, Julia George, played by Piper Perabo.
One of the reasons that I like playing Julia George is that she's the boss. There are so many powerful women in the news, and I'm just excited to play one of them, and who is, she's not a villain, she just happens to be the boss, and she happens to be a woman, and I really like that.
If I had to pick one thing from my character for the audience to take away, it would be chemistry with my other actors, and maybe, not necessarily from my character, but from the show as a whole, maybe be provoked to question the news that they get, the sources that they get it from, what could really be going on behind the scenes. How often do we rush to judgment based upon appearances?
One thing I would like my audience to take away from my character is how fun it is not to worry. I think Louise Herrick has tremendous joy in everything she does, and she lives for the minute. And we can all do a little more of that.
One thing I'd like for people to take away from Oscar is that the thing that I've liked most about playing him is that you don't have to be likable to be interesting. I feel like it's a default as an actor and as a human being for you want people to like you. Even as a character, you're like, I want to give him just a little something where you go like, oh, he's a good guy. And I've been playing against that, and I feel okay about it. I feel like he doesn't have to be that likable. I didn't find Dexter that likable. Obviously, it's a different thing, but some of the characters I love the most in television and movies are the least likable characters in the piece. So, yeah, you don't always have to be likable.
I think the interesting thing about Ella is sort of you see her introduction into this world of kind of twisted, manipulated media, and that's kind of what our show goes about, is sort of exploring the puppet masters of, the story that we're being told. And I think with Ella, you sort of get to sort of see it with fresh eyes, and like her sort of, taking in everything that's kind of going on around her. So I guess maybe a better understanding of how it all goes down.
My first day on set for Notorious was awesome. I was in Atlanta, and I was working with Piper.
My first set was like oddly cold, and the very first scene is Daniel and I, when Daniel pulls his portion and he's late for an interview. So I was waiting for him, and there's like in the scene I'm waiting in his parking garage elevator.
At least the first one that I remember shooting was the one in the elevator where she says, "You're impossible," and I say, "I'm so possible."
It was freezing cold, which you don't expect in Atlanta. And of course, because we're playing it for Southern California, I'm in this tiny dress. So I remember I pulled Daniel into the elevator and then we hugged up real close to him because I was so cold.
And it was just a great thing for Piper and myself, not to speak for her, but that to me was the barometer reading of like, do we have moonlighting chemistry? Like, do we have that thing where we can just play off of one another and have fun? Notorious.